And good afternoon, my friends. It is Friday. Happy Friday, September 6th, 2024. Well, hope everyone's having a good week so far and people are thinking positively. Supporting each other is the main thing that counts, and being there for each other is the main thing that counts. Yesterday, I'm very touched from my neighbors there who have helped me out with food and so forth. The other one has given me some art there, the cat picture to the background there. She got me that. Got me some sage. And the other one gave me some food to help me out for breakfast. Got me some applesauce, pudding, some bread, tuna. What else? Something else. That's really nice. And yeah, the other one's going to give me some macaroni and cheese later on. We all had a good talk. We talk about life. How nobody's perfect. We all make mistakes. How screwed up we really are, a lot of us, and how everything's not perfect. Cheers to that. So, anyways, update about the young man who was in the hallway with a gash in his forehead. I was thinking about that more today as I travel across to Quebec today. Um, it is possible maybe he walked into something and knocked himself out, drunk or high or stoned or whatever. I don't know. He may have gotten in a fight. He's definitely not a violent guy. I know that for sure. He's a good guy. And there wasn't blood all over the hallway, like the splatter down the market area with spot is blood there. Like there's a little tiny bit of streak of blood about that size, maybe on the wall. There's a little streak of blood about that size near the floor on the other side of the hall. That's about it. It's not like a big splatter of blood all over the place. But the blood, I guess that was from him. Maybe he touched the blood on his head and kind of touched it. I don't know if it was bleeding anywhere else, but I hope he's doing okay. A lot of things going on simultaneously. As I was on the elevator phone, then the other neighbors came, and the other incident with the car crashing into the parking lot like the bat out of hell. Ugh, it's not even a full moon. The new moon has just passed on September 2nd, so I don't know. Maybe the change in weather, transition from summer to autumn. I do not know. Who knows? And yeah, keep my eyes peeled for vehicles around me due to being stalked and due to death threats from the neighbor who threatened to finish me off, and the officer in charge knows about that from a couple of years ago. I've been noticing a vehicle around me more than once. And the same one that he goes in a car with somebody sometimes. I noticed that from here. I noticed that more than one type. I'm not sure he's supposed to do that. I thought maybe he's going to be taken to his probation officer or something. I don't know. But who knows? I don't know. One hell of a coincidence I see that same vehicle in the Quebec side. Now the Quebec police know about this guy too. And I know as I was laughing, was I got off the bus in Quebec to cash my cans, that there was a police car trailing behind that car. They know about him, of his violent tendencies back in the past, so they know about who he is too and everything. And the police talk to each other and so forth. And the thing I said about being stalked, um, you have to keep your eyes peeled and so forth, especially when it comes to death threats and this group of people involved. That's the thing. That's another thing. Stalked, human trafficked, or violent boyfriend, or something. It could be anything. Or a weirdo. Who knows? It's always best to keep your eyes open and be aware of your surroundings, as I said in the other stream before. But anyways, yeah, it's good to have neighbors reach out, give me food. The one downstairs came over and gave me food as well, which is really nice. We gave him some milk and 2 trays of lunch from the mission, which is really good. And the other neighbor came over, intervened, and said, "I need to talk to you privately." So I got some warnings about this guy and so forth, but the past is the past and so forth. But that was really nice. I want to thank him again for that. But in return, I do not want any sexual coercion or anything like that in return. No means no, and that's the thing. That's that they were trying to warn me about. Like, make sure you stay safe. Don't get too coerced. Don't get too intimidated. But that's good. Just letting you know in the past things have happened. So, but the past is the past, and that's the main thing that counts. And what they say is opinion. That was then. This is now. So things are different now. Hopefully, maybe I don't know. But I have to keep my eyes peeled about things. We all do. There's more violence this age more than ever. Walking home in Toronto or Ottawa or other cities before was safe, way before the OD crisis and the drug became legalized happened. And that's when now it's not even safe to do that anymore. It's just not the same. Since since COVID did not help either. COVID isolated a lot of us, understaffed issues and so forth. And the OD crisis still is a very prime high, as one happened here recently as well, who we all miss, in this building at least. Yeah, so we have to take care of each other. I'm very happy they're reaching out to me, and I'm very thankful for the food they gave me. Another one down the street gave me some Aris, or the anti-allergy medication, because I was sneezing and sniffling from allergies or a cold coming on. So I very appreciate that. Meg Witch, she's Indigenous. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much, Meg Witch. I appreciate that as well. She actually came out of the house and was yelling, Lisa, Lisa, and then gave me the areas for me. Yes, this is something that might help if allergies get worse, which is really cool. That's really, really good. Meg Witch, and thank you so much. So we're all messed up. We all have problems. The past is the past, and now is now. The main thing is try to support each other and show respect to each other. We do mess up. We all do cuckoo. I mean, I've seen my neighbors go crazy. My neighbors see me go crazy in times of crisis. And there's a lot of us have addiction problems. Me was drinking up and down, up and down. I cannot handle the hard liquor, and that's a no-no for me. I don't want any seizures. I don't, and so forth. And I'm cutting down slowly. Drink moderation is the thing. And trauma does not help in addictive activities, I guess. We need more services to help us with our addiction problems and try to distance ourselves from that when it comes to trauma, get support we need, which is not all available yet for all of us. That's why I like the community breakfast every Thursday. Not many people go down there, but more coming down with the problems, and we're talking. So, yeah, they can give you referrals for help and so forth and all that. The police know about the problems here. OCH security, the security here knows about everything going on here, and it's good to have support now, understanding between these neighbors. Now we're all trying to help each other, which is cool. So the main thing is that we have to help each other, be there for each other, respect each other. We may mess up once in a while, or during times of crisis, whatever, and some of us may fall down and fall back off the wagon from things. But it happens to a lot of us more than you think when it comes to trauma, past abuse issues, and sexual abuse. Maybe abuse when you were younger, maybe a recent abuse relationship, maybe death in the family, maybe a lot. It could be anything, basically. So we turn back to our addictions, whether it be alcohol, drugs, pills, or whatever. Some of us more damaged than others, but we're all not perfect and we all have issues. Every one of us has had some kind of trauma in our lives, and that is everybody. All of us have problems. All of us fall off the wagon. All of us try to maintain or improve ourselves, but it's not all flowers and butterflies all the time. That's the thing. And that's the main thing that counts. There are a lot of abuse issues, and there are a lot of predators out there. There are a lot of people who will pretend to be nice to you, but try to take advantage of you too. So we always have to be supportive of each other, respect one another, and try to assist one another when it comes to bad situations, let's put it that way. And of course, forgiveness is the key as well. And moving on and trying to prove ourselves is the biggest challenge for all of us, isn't it? It's very tough, it's very hard, but communication and respect and supporting each other is the key. Supporting each other. There should be support groups more again, like support groups for people with addictions, support groups for people who have been through abuse, maybe a support group for understanding a good healthy relationship versus unhealthy relationship. That's one of the main things, that's what I'm thinking. Healthy relationships is the main thing. Unhealthy relationships is another thing, and warning signs not to get sucked in again into an abusive situation. Especially for those who are very kind and compassionate and very generous, like some of us are, a lot of us actually. That's very important. I actually was on the O train early on with my luggage bag, my gym bag, and a big giant pack of cans as I was on the O train. Someone was kind enough to let me on. And then where it was empty, they helped close the seat for me where the priority seating is. And then someone else who was indigenous with a baby stroller came on. There were 3 people in front of me, and 20s, maybe late 20s, 30s, whatever. And the gentleman beside me, not one of them offered to give this person with a baby stroller their seat. At first, they were on their phones, and the glance turns kept going on the phones. They did not offer her a seat. I would have done that, but I'm carrying all these bags, and everything. Well, I'm carrying a big luggage bag, and not one of them moved. Not one of them to offer her a seat with a baby stroller. She looked indigenous too, but one of them even bothered even acknowledging her, which basically made me angry. When I got off the train about 1:30 at Radio Center, I looked back and she took the seat I was on, but not one of them gave or offered a seat for this lady with a baby stroller. And she looked indigenous too as well. So I was I was angry. I even told a person in the elevator, like, look, you know what happened in the old train there? This happened. And I told him. He didn't say anything. He kind of looked at me and then went back on his phone, didn't comment or anything. He was young in his 20s or 30s too. That's another thing. The young generation are very rude. I mean, come on. I mean, a lot of them have no manners. You see a person with a baby stroller offering them the seat. There's a baby in there. What happens to trained speakers? Or, come on. Offer the seat for a baby. They don't even care about the baby. They didn't even look up. They're in the 20s, 30s, good health. Offer the seat to the person with the stroller. There are so many people who are rude. They butt in line, everything, all that. And it's like more and more people are doing that now, especially younger people, I noticed. I don't know why. They have no manners. There should be a course how to teach manners for these new people, seriously. Get some manners. Show some respect. Don't butt in line. Just go ahead, act like you own the line. That's not right. And I'm not the only one who noticed this. I mean, it's kind of infuriating too. And it's like, maybe it should be a manners class with these kind of people. Hey, you took it. Go down to the manners class ordered by the court. Or something, come on, seriously. They need manners. I mean, where's common courtesy, That just made me mad. That's another point I wanted to make today. Be kind to each other, be compassionate, be supportive, be observant of the surroundings. If you see someone who needs the supportive seating, let them have it. A pregnant person, an older person, the lady with the stroller there, not one of them got up. That was the one thing that kind of ticked me off mainly. But yeah, there's a lot of good people out there too, as well. And there have to be more people to help each other out there as well. Be observant of surroundings. If you see someone hurt or in trouble, try to call for help or something. When it comes to someone passed out on the ground, that's a different story. Call someone who's security or something. Don't try to approach them and shake them yourselves because they can jump up and grab you by the throat and act violently when you don't know it. Happened to me. I learned my lesson that way. You never know how they might react. There was a person passed out at the bus stop, and I was going to approach him The security guy, commissioner guy, told me don't go approach him, but he's breathing. He's like, just in case he reacts violently. I'm like, yeah, I should know that of all people. So he went on the phone calling someone to come over to check up on him. Police, I guess. I don't know. It's just too dangerous, I think he was off duty, that security guy. But it's better to be safe than sorry. They might have a weapon, they could have a knife and jump out when you try to help them, or a gun, you never know. They could grab up your throat like that one guy did with me. So anyone passed out, you have to be careful of that. Because some of them could react violently and jump up at you. You never know. That's another thing to be aware of. So it's always best to call security, or better yet, even the police who are able to handle situations like that, probably the best. Yeah. So being safe, watching out for each other, be aware of your surroundings, be kind to each other. And even though we fall down, make mistakes, and make an ass of ourselves sometimes, forgive, talk about, and try to keep moving on. What's happened, happened. Those who won't change and will continually try to cause problems, those are people to be careful of. So that's the main thing that counts. So, yeah, particularly abusers, abusive people who continually try to psychologically or physically or whatever abuse you continuously and not change, those people to be aware of. Like the Exabite, that's one idiot who I have to be careful of. So, yeah, that's about it for today. Be aware, be observant, and be careful wearing those big headphones if you've been abused, because someone can also attack you if you have the big headphones, like, hey, this person's headphones, and you might get attacked. You have to be able to listen, hear, and see everything around you. It's nothing. So that's about it. Nikwich, take care, stay safe, and I'll talk to you guys soon. We'll have to take care of each other. Have a good Friday evening. Stay safe and watch out for each other. Thank you.